What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are on Progress 3 of our Corsair PC. In Progress 1, we showed you guys the motherboard armor. Progress 2 was our side panel, and I'll leave all of those links down below if you guys want to go check out those first Progress videos. And Progress 3, we are working on a GPU backplate. Now, of course, sticking with that red, black, and silver theme, we want to stay consistent, obviously, with the build colors. So we've measured our GPU backplate, and we're just measuring that out onto a piece of acrylic using a pen and a ruler, and then doing a test fit afterwards. You guys all know the drill. You've seen a couple of GPU backplate tutorials before. So I'm going to cut this out with a jigsaw blade. I'm using a plastic cutting blade, so it is meant for cutting acrylic, and therefore it won't chip away at it, and it'll make for a nice clean cut. I'm just going to be lightly sanding the acrylic on the edges just to get rid of any jigsaw blade marks. And now we're going to try and create a 3D design. I'm going to be cutting out a rectangle which is slightly smaller than the GPU backplate that I first cut out. Using my jigsaw, once again, cutting it out, and there it is. So now that we have test fitted and we can see that it is slightly smaller, it is time to create a design for this backplate. So if you remember, guys, on our motherboard and on the side panel, we created a lot of lines to try and bring through some of that red through the black, and of course some of that silver. So that's what I'm going to be doing here, just using my ruler going along this protective film. So I don't want to remove the protective film yet, but now I'm going to use my jigsaw blade to go along that line, and then I'm going to sand those edges down to get rid of some of those blade marks. A little bit of a test fit, keeping a small gap in between all of those shapes. I don't want to put too much into this, so 3 shapes will do. And now that it fits, it is time to give a bit of a paint job. So on the front, we're going to paint through with a red. This will be 3 coats, guys. 3 light coats to be exact, because you don't want to overdo it and make the paint look messy. Now I'm going along with my sharp knife after creating these design patterns on the shapes, which will be glued on top. And I'm going to be going along all of these lines. And I'm actually using a metal bit because the sharp blade was actually eating away at my wooden ruler. So the metal bit helps to protect it so it doesn't chip away. Now that I have cut that section out, it is time to remove all of the film and to review that cutout section that we earlier did. These are going to be the silver lines. I will be painting silver underneath, guys, and then black will be going on top. As I said just then, 3 coats of silver underneath. Let it dry in between each coat as well, guys. And also apply clear if you want to prevent any scratching. And then on top, I'm just going over with a matte black, 3 coats. And then I'm going to be peeling that vinyl off. Now that it's all dry, it's time to peel that protective film off to reveal the silver paint underneath. Take your time with this. Just use your sharp knife to peel up the edge and then slowly lift it off like so. Please make sure that your paint is dry when you do this as well, because you don't want to leave any fingerprint marks or any dints in the paint. Now that we have peeled that film off, it is time to give it a clear coat, which will help prevent any scratches on it and help to protect that paint a lot more. Here is our red piece, which we painted earlier with 3 coats. Now we're just going to be using a 2-part epoxy to glue these 3D parts on to create that design that you see right now on the screen. This design is really clean and really simple. It works well with the motherboard armor that we created, as well as that side panel. Here you can see it on the GPU backplate. I hope you all enjoyed this video, guys. Stay tuned for Monday, where you will see the finished result with the motherboard armor and everything in place. I hope you all enjoyed. Get excited for the PC coming on Monday, and we'll see you guys in the next one.